Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at this week's Sunday preview, the Imperial Agents Mobilize. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Clearance has been granted. The requisite documentation has been redacted, and there are mounds of vellum festooned into stamps and wax seals on our desks. Imperial Agents are preparing to take over in next week's pre-orders. There's also a stack of new Black Library novels to look forward to for this week, so stick around for this week's Sunday preview. So there is a little video, but we're going to take a look at the full article. All right, so to get it all started, we have Codex Imperial Agents. So I'm going to say right now, I'm super excited for this. It could be a massive surprise in all the good ways, or a massive disappointment. As somebody that's been playing Deathwatch for some time now and really enjoying the faction, I am very hopeful that at least the index is going to stick around after the release of this codex, but honestly, it doesn't seem likely. So let's see what we got coming. As open war wages across the galaxy, the Imperium must guard its realms from the heretics and mutants that seek to corrupt and subvert from within. The Imperial Agents seek to hold them at bay. A loose coalition of Inquisitors from the Holy Ordos, swashbuckling rogue traders, and zealous priests. They command clandestine forces in an attempt to defend the Imperium against the most insidious threats. Codex Imperial Agents contains backgrounds on many distinct bodies that form the military forces, and provides rules using them as a full army in Warhammer 40,000 or as allies for other Imperial factions. So here we see the two unique covers right there, the standard cover and then the limited edition cover. Really nice artwork right there. I absolutely love the idea of Imperial Agents, the lore, the background, the history, very cool. There are 4 detachments, the Order Xenos, Hereticus, and Malleus, and an Imperialis fleet commanded by an all-powerful rogue trader. 27 datasheets cover Inquisitors, Imperial Breachers, Adeptus Astartes, Assassins, Deathwatch units, and other Imperial servants. Rules are included for the Inquisitor's Hand Combat Patrol, a crusade section in which you undertake clandestine shadow operations. If you are of sufficient clearance level and wish to lord it over your friends, you may choose the Collector's Edition, which features all the same content bound in a cover with special art, gold foil backing, gilt page edges, and a black ribbon bookmark. So a little bit of important info right here. We know for a fact now that there are only 4 different detachments. So the Xenos, Hereticus, and Malleus. We don't know for sure. One of those could potentially be Deathwatch. And then, of course, the Imperialis fleet. The Order Xenos would make the most sense if it has like a Deathwatch theme to it, or would be equivalent to like the Black Spear Task Force, but it does seem unlikely. We also know there are 27 unique datasheets. So that is quite a few datasheets in the book. We would assume that at least like 4 of those are probably for the Combat Patrol, maybe 3. And currently there's not that many datasheets in the Imperial Agents Index. So quite a few of those are likely to be Deathwatch. But we also know that some of those datasheets are going to be for things like the Immolator and Adeptus Sororitas squads. And then of course like the Grey Knights Terminators as well. So very curious as throughout the week we're going to get some previews from Games Workshop where I'm sure they're going to show off some of the detachments, some of the potential options. Alright, so we also had the reveal of a Imperial Agents Combat Patrol. Execute the will of the Imperium with a brand new combat patrol comprising an eclectic selection of units which operate in the Inquisitor's Hand. A Ministorum Priest with Vindicator is accompanied by 6 Inquisitorial Agents, and a 20-strong Vigilant squad with a pair of loyal Cyber Mastiffs, and 2 Nuncia Aquilas for the muscle. A terrifying Eversor Assassin pumped full of unstable sims lurks in the shadows to eviscerate tough foes. You can accessorize your Vigilance with 2 Adeptus Astartes transfer sheets, which each contain 297 decals. Alright, so very cool. We've got the Eversor Assassin in this set. Interesting that there's no actual Inquisitor included in this box set, that you just get the Ministorum Priest. Definitely a bit of a disappointment. I would assume that they would put at least 1 Inquisitor in all of them. Maybe they don't have plans for like a generic Inquisitor model at the time, and the only Inquisitor models they currently offer are like, we had the limited edition Inquisitor that came out, and then of course a bunch of like unique characters as well, and maybe they just didn't want to put one of the unique characters in this set just to keep the game balanced, but a little bit disappointing, no Inquisitor in the actual Inquisitorial Agents box set. But very cool to see the inclusion of the Assassin, and obviously really nice models, and over 30 bodies packed into this box set. Alright, and then we have the Inquisitorial Agents Ordo Malleus. The Ordo Malleus are the guardians against the demons of chaos. Powerful Inquisitors accompanied by a cohort of Assassins, Agents, and secretive Grey Knights chapter. The box set contains a new Inquisitorial Cortez miniature, the first place you can get him. He is joined by a Ministorum Priest with Vindicator, a sinister Culexus Assassin, 5 indomitable Grey Knight Terminators, 12 Inquisitorial Agents accompanied by Tome Skulls, and a Chimera transporting Cotias and his retinue. Alright, so cool box set right here. A little disappointed by the Cotias model, as he is definitely not as cool as he could have been. The Culexus Assassin is a nice addition. We do see once again the Ministorum Priest included in this box set with 2 packs of the Inquisitorial Agents. And then we got the 5 Grey Knight Terminators, which are old models. I really would have preferred to see them redo the range for Grey Knights before packing this stuff into a box set. And then of course Chimera is always a nice tank. And next we have the Ordo Hereticus. The threat of mortal chaos cultists is a domain of the Order Hereticus, whose devout warriors pursue their tasks with fiery determination. Under the command of Inquisitor Greyfax, this battle force contains a Ministorum Priest, 6 Inquisitorial Agents with Tome Skull, 10 Adeptus Arbites with Loyal Cyber Mastiff, and a Nucia Aquila, alongside 10 Battle Sisters and a Cherub from the Adeptus Sororitas, who are supported by an Immolator tank for when even a Heavy Flamer isn't enough purgation. So the Immolator, obviously very nice addition to this box set. We've got 10 of your standard Battle Sisters, Inquisitor Greyfax, a Ministorum Priest, and this is the different one, Thaddeus the Purifier, and then some more Arbites and Inquisitorial Agents. So another nice box set right here. This one obviously with the addition of the Sisters. Immolators are really good this edition, so this is probably going to be the best box set. Greyfax is a great model as well, so definitely looking forward to seeing the new rules with all this stuff. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now back to the video. Alright, and then we have the Order Xenos. The insidious plot of the alien are covered by the Order Xenos, who may dispatch a strike force when the Space Marines or Astromilitarum are too slow, perhaps procuring valuable technology in the process. The Order Xenos battle force is led by Lord Inquisitor Kyria Draxus, a radical who uses Xenos weapons. She battles alongside a Navigator, 6 Inquisitorial Agents with Tome Skull, a Rogue Trader and her entourage, 5 Voidsmen at arms, and the Loyal Hound, and a squad of 5 Deathwatch veterans riding in the mighty Corvus Blackstar attack aircraft. Alright, so pretty cool box set right here. We have the Black Star. Hopefully the rules on this are pretty good. It's definitely a little bit subpar right now, so there's definitely some room for improvement. We've got 5 of your actual Deathwatch veterans. Kyria Draxus is really good right now and often taken in many Imperial lists. You see her alongside like Custodes units, all kinds of other stuff, so definitely some nice potential there. And then we have a retinue with a Navigator, and then of course 1 squad of the Voidsmen at arms. And then also you're going to have the Rogue Trader and entourage as well. So cool box set right here. Again, nice vehicle. This is a little bit more of an attack vehicle, a little bit less of a transport, although it does have transport capacity. Deathwatch Captain Artemis. Recruiting to the Deathwatch from the Mortifactors Captain, Captain Artemis is a renowned combat expert who wields a deadly power blade and an artificer combi weapon known as Hellfire Extremis. This plastic miniature is returning to the range alongside Codex Imperial Agents. So Games Workshop pulled down a bunch of this stuff in preparation of the new book. I would assume that this stuff is going to be coming back at a higher price, repacked in new packaging, as that's just what Games Workshop has been doing. Now, currently, Captain Artemis rules are not that great. He stands back up on a 2+ with 1 wound. His weapon is actually pretty good though, and he's a decent character for pretty cheap. So there's definitely some room to kind of bring him in line with the current rules and make this a nice choice. Next we have the Navis Nobilite Navigator. The Navigators of the Navis Nobilite are rare human mutants from a small handful of ancient noble houses spread for one purpose. Born with a third eye, they guide ships through the inchoate maelstrom of the warp, hereby enabling humanity to maintain its galactic empire. They are rarely seen on the battlefield, but they do sometimes accompany Inquisitors and Rogue Traders so to harness their powerful and unusual psychic abilities. This plastic miniature originally appeared in Warhammer Quest Blackstone Fortress and will be available separately for the first time from next week. So cool model right here, definitely a fan. Interested to see what the rules are going to look like. Then we have the Ministorum Priest. The Ecclesiarchy is a powerful entity with the Imperium, and Ministorum Priests generally accompany Imperial forces into battle, bellowing incendiary dogma to inspire their allies to great heights of zealous bravery. This plastic miniature is available separately from Warhammer Quest Blackstone Fortress for the first time. So again, Thaddeus the Purifier, definitely a cool model right here. Happy to see you able to pick them up individually. No doubt these are coming back with a massive premium to the price. Alright, and then we have Imperial Agent Repacks. Okay, so as expected, Games Workshop going to be repacking these, and no doubt that the price is going to be going up on them more in line with what's in the existing range. There's also a series of Imperial Agent repacks on their way to help you build up the Adept fighting force in whichever style you choose. Legendary Inquisitors such as Kyria Draxus and Katarinya Greyfax are frequently in the thickest fighting, and are soon to be available separately. They have the power to requisition support from the official Assassinorium when they need a hard target to take down with surgical precision. With a choice of Eversor, Culexus, Callidus, and Vindicare Assassins, no one is safe. So I'm assuming these are all going to be coming back individually and they're just displaying them all together. But some of the nicest models in the range right here, very, very cool. All the Assassins are absolutely awesome. Their rules are all really good and really unique. I personally take the Callidus and the Eversor in almost every game currently, so looking forward to being able to use my other Assassins as well. Not that they're not already good. Also interested to see what the restrictions are going to look like, if it's still going to be like 2 per, or if you'll have the ability to take all 4. And then of course the Inquisitor models are absolutely beautiful. Every good Inquisitor needs a gang of flunkies, and the eclectic mix of individuals in the Inquisitorial Agents box are the perfect attachés. Rogue traders may also call upon the eclectic agents, including the Elucidian Starstriders, an entourage of hand-picked specialists and voidsmen at arms and bodyguard duty. So again, just repacking the existing models. Datasheet cards, Imperial Agents. So nice stack of cards right here for the Imperial Agents. Very cool to see them come in. We know obviously the Combat Patrol is going to be covered as well. And with 4 new detachments, I am definitely looking forward to these. And then we also have the Warhammer 40,000 Boarding Actions book. So this is a compilation of all the other rules for boarding actions, updated for the single publication Boarding Actions. And then coming from Black Library, we have the Celestine, Sacrosanct, Aveline, and Demon Breaker. So here's the new Demon Breaker novel. And then to go along with her, we have one of my favorite models right here. Absolutely beautiful. Saint Arabella Aveline. Very, very cool. I will definitely be picking this up. And then we also have Demon Breaker Special Edition with a cool new cover. And then we also have Demon Hammer, Ravener Anniversary Edition, and then also Oaths of Damnation. And then finally we have Saints and Martyrs. So very cool. Definitely a big week for Imperial Agents. I personally am super excited for this. I know that they're not particularly popular, but hopefully this drums up a little bit of excitement in the community, and we see people running Imperial Agents as like a full army, using some of the new detachments and picking up some of the battle forces. I do think a lot of the battle forces are going to sell pretty well. I would imagine Games Workshop is going to make a decent amount of these, but to tell you the truth, with the existing excitement behind Imperial Agents, which is very little, I think this is the best possible thing Games Workshop can do for them. Hopefully with the new book, with the new battle forces, it's going to drum up a little bit of extra support and excitement for this army. All it takes is a few decent rules, some decent detachments, and suddenly you could be finding yourself on the other end of the game table against the Imperial Agents. So let me know what you're most excited about, what you're going to be picking up, and tune in tomorrow for the official prices on all these brand new releases. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks from CMO Games for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on Games Workshop products. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I'll be holding my breath till I get the new book. And I'm out of here.